But again, the reason we're here is we have a tornado warning for northwestern Harris County until 10:15 p.m. A possible tornado located near State Highway 99, the toll road just south of Highway 290. This is going to be moving east-southeast at a slowish 15 miles per hour. Again, this should not be a big widespread issue tonight. To be frank, we weren't expecting tornadoes. The risk for tornadoes is extremely, extremely low. And even earlier today, I said we are not expecting tornadoes. And Mother Nature, as such, has decided to essentially be like, and do this. So expect the unexpected. And that's why we say, or we should never say, the risk of a tornado is zero. So again, this is a tornado warning for the Cypress area towards western Jersey Village. This does not include the Houston city limits. This does not include either of the international airports, Hobby or Intercontinental. This doesn't really include a good chunk of the Houston Metro. This is for northwestern sides of the Houston Metro, essentially from Jersey Village up to Cypress, from Toll Road 99 down to almost Loop 8. But it does not technically include Loop 8. Again, if we did have a tornado, it is probably in proximity to Highway 99 around 290 right now. This is what we call a mesoscale event, probably a boundary or something that this storm, all the circumstances came together somewhat unexpectedly to support a brief tornado. So again, this is going to be coming near Bridgeland Lake Parkway. Here's Highway 290. Now probably near or just east of Highway 99. It's going to be coming up towards, there's Mason Road. Put some other roads on here. You've got Fry Road. Again, this is not a situation where we expect a long track major tornado, but this could be enough to cause some roof damage, knock fences down, cause some tree damage, etc. if we have a tornado down. And even if we don't, this storm could be producing strong straight line winds on the backside of the circulation, called the right flank downdraft. So again, that is why we have a tornado warning in effect until 10:15 p.m. We'll switch back over to the how hard it's raining mode. And yeah, you can see if there was a tornado, it is probably completely wrapped in rain, so don't go and try looking for it. This activity is also producing heavy rainfall on the range of 2 to 3 inches an hour. Previously, these storms were moving northeast along a stalled frontal boundary, but now the frontal boundary is starting to push more to the southeast, and these storms are essentially following that cool front. So, starting to see more easterly movement than southeasterly movement tonight versus the northeast movement we had earlier today, where these storms are just traveling up a train track and causing some flash flooding issues. That's what these blue boxes are. So again, we wind gust up to 60 miles an hour, and then we've got this rogue little cell here from Mother Nature, the potential for a brief tornado. So again, we don't, honestly, I said earlier, we were not expecting tornadoes. And that's what I get for saying that. The risk of a tornado tonight is extremely, extremely low. But you know what? Mother Nature is going to try and make a fool out of you. Obviously, as it has of me tonight, given the fact that we weren't planning on having to do live coverage, and pretty much everything that could break did break. I wish we had a camera going in here for when this warning popped up, and then suddenly everything just in here just shut off and broke. But you know what? I mean, what can you do besides throw the computer out a window, and then you've just got a big repair bill? So, again, the potential for a tornado, we'll switch back over to the terminal Doppler weather radar. Now coming up on Mason Road and Highway 290/Highway 6, just east of Toll Road 99. So again, if those of you in Cypress need to remain in your safe place, that's going to be lowest floor, center room, away from windows. We want you to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Don't go outside looking for this. If there's a tornado down, in all likelihood, it is completely wrapped in heavy rain. So again, lowest floor, center room, away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. I really don't think we're going to have to deal with this for too long, and I don't expect we're going to be dealing with too many of these storms like this. Hopefully, this is the only spinny doom we have to deal with tonight, because they weren't really even expected anyway. So again, we'll switch back over to the how hard it's raining mode. And this is the potential for a brief rain-wrapped tornado now coming up towards Bridgeland Lake Parkway, Fry Road, Highway 290/6, Mason Road. We have no debris signature. I'd be surprised if we had a debris signature tonight, to be honest, but that's because, well, we have a tornado down low enough to cause a debris signature. It's really not expected, but you know what? Mother Nature's being a troll. So again, the potential for a brief tornado in Cyprus right now, and if this storm were to continue to be tornadic over the next 30 minutes, it might make its way over towards Corville, maybe the northwest sides of Jersey Village, where Highway 6 splits off of 290 between Jersey Village and Cypress, and maybe all the way down to Jersey Village at Loop 8. But again, the only locations including this tornado warning right now, Cypress down 290 to the west sides of Jersey Village. This does not run down to Interstate 10. This doesn't include Addicts. This does not include Alding. This does not include Spring. Any part of the city of Houston, Hunters Creek Village, Bel Air, Pasadena, Sheldon, doesn't include Hobby Airport, Intercontinental Airport, doesn't include Wood Branch, Woodlock, etc. This is for a small portion of northwest Harris County. Cypress down to the west sides of Jersey Village. And this warning technically goes for another 7 to 8 minutes. We'll see if the Weather Service decides to extend it. But the reason we're here is because the storm has been trying to drop a brief tornado now for a little while, coming up towards Highway 290 and Highway 6, just east of Toll Road 99. So again, those of you in west sides of Jersey Village, essentially from where 290 splits off with 6, and then up to Toll Road 99 and Highway 290, need to be in a safe place. Don't go driving up 290 right now. Don't go outside looking for this. It's probably wrapped in rain if there's a tornado down. So the best you're going to do is, if you see it, it's probably because it's throwing a fence post at your head. And trust me, fence posts hitting heads don't usually end well, and you're going to have one heck of a headache. Not to mention, there's probably going to be a mess to clean up, and no one wants to deal with that, trust me. So again, this is a tornado warning for northwestern Harris County until 10:15 p.m., another 5 to 6 minutes. And this is a bit of a surprise. It's more than a bit of a surprise, I'll be honest with you, but we'll see what happens. So, now, I'm sure you're not. Again, this is now near Cypress, moving east-southeast at a brisk 15 miles an hour. As far as storm movement goes, but recent storms we've dealt with, 50, 60 miles an hour. This thing's moving at 15 miles an hour. It's more like a summer storm than one that you'd expect in the cool season. But again, the possibility of a tornado, if one is down, coming up towards Fry Road and Highway 290. Those of you in Cypress, over to Corville, down to the west sides of Jersey Village, need to be in your safe place. And again, that's lowest room, center floor, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. We don't want you to obviously go outside looking for this. If there's a tornado down, it is wrapped in rain. And you'll get struck by lightning, could get struck by lightning. No vehicles, no trailers, etc. Don't go driving up 290 right now. Right into this, because even if there's not a tornado down, one, it's going to be really windy. 2, it's pouring rain. And 3, you don't want to go hydroplane into a ditch. So again, we'll see if the Weather Service in Houston decides to extend this tornado warning that goes for about another 5 minutes until 10:15 p.m. If they do, we'll be here. If not, well, hopefully you won't have to see me again tonight. And while we're here, we'll take a look at some of these other rowdy thunderstorms. We've got a thunderstorm north of Highway 72, moving towards 72, southwest of Yorktown, Nordham Range, northeast of Kennedy, northeast of Carson City. This storm's capable of producing quarter-size hail, winds of 60, and this storm is moving southeast at about 10 miles per hour. So again, this is a severe storm warning for southwestern DeWitt and northeastern Karnes County until 10:45. And again, the storms tonight, this is what we generally expect. Pocket change size hail, It's dimes, nickels, maybe up to the size of quarters, maybe some wind gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour, and heavy rain. Storm southeast of Columbus, northwest of Eagle Lake might have some of that pocket change size hail. Let's take a look at this thunderstorm that is over Interstate 45 near Huntsville. And again, this is north of the cool front. This might have some dime, nickel, maybe quarter size hail now, just moving out of Huntsville, running up Highway 19 towards Riverside. Note this storm is moving more quickly to the northeast, 20 to 25 miles an hour. And again, the strongest storms tonight, we could have some small two pocket change size hail. Could have some dime to nickel size hail with this storm which cross over Highway 59 between Seven Oaks and Corrigan. Same thing goes for a lot of these storms. The threat of tornadoes tonight, again, earlier looked almost near zero, non-zero, but one of these has managed to become a troll, and nevertheless, here we are, very populated area, and a tornado warning at 10 o'clock on a Saturday evening. You can tell I'm super thrilled about this. And in the fact all the electronic equipment around here decided to go on vacation right when this happened, and I'm flying around the room like a... Well, we're not going to describe what I was flying around as. Let's just say it wasn't pretty, but... Stop laughing at me! The people in the other room listening to this laughing at me because they know just how bad it was. I will switch back over to the terminal Doppler weather radar. And again, this is the which way the wind's blowing. The radar is literally up here on Toll Road 99, just northeast of 249, just southeast of Tomball. So we're literally looking a couple miles away. Look at the audio. Well, you know, trust me, I know it's about as good as my hairline, but light just wants to hate me tonight. Here.
We'll switch to this. This is probably better. Now that y'all can hear me again. Can you hear me better now? You should be happy. I've switched back over to the $150 microphone that didn't want to work for the start of the stream.
Is it working now?
Yeah, I had to use this webcam one initially, and that's why it sounded like garbage, but now this one's working, or at least it should be working, but I'm sure it'll find a way not to work because Baldy in Chief is throwing a temper tantrum.
Yay, electronics!
Yay, electronics! They're gonna go out the window after this. I don't care if the window's open or closed, they're going out. Not really. But again, I really wish I had a camera recording when this surprise tornado warning hit. It would have been something for the TikTok, that's for sure. The possibility of a brief rain-wrapped tornado, probably some damaging wind gust again. More likely damaging wind gusts at this point coming up on Fry Road and Highway 290. Doesn't look like the Weather Service is going to extend this tornado warning. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in place, well, technically same thing, until 10:15. The storm could produce 40, 50 mile an hour wind gusts. We're still seeing some winds. I mean, we'll switch back over to the terminal Doppler weather radar. I mean, this storm still is rotating. We still have some indications of winds of about 30 to 40 miles an hour, but the very tight, clear-cut circulation that was indicative of a tornado earlier is dissipated. So the tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warnings for Harris County have been allowed to expire, and we will hopefully not have any more tornado warnings tonight because they shouldn't have been happening at all based on what data we were seeing in terms of forecast data. Make no mistake, the Weather Service in Houston did a great job of warning this storm. That thing probably did try to drop a brief tornado, and that was good on them for maintaining situational awareness. Bad on me for not expecting some sort of mischief from Mother Nature. But again, this line of thunderstorms north of Karnes City and Kennedy up to Yoakum, to Columbus, Sealy, Spring, Huntsville, all the way up into the piney woods of East Texas from near Woodville, Jasper, Hemphill, will slowly be moving southeast overnight about 20 miles an hour. Strongest storms may produce pocket change size hail, that's dimes, nickels, maybe quarters. We could see some wind gusts up to 50, maybe 60 miles an hour. Heavy rainfall, I think, is going to be the main issue tonight. We could see some localized flash flooding, street flooding, rises on streams and creeks, and a non-zero threat of a brief tornado. versus what I said earlier of tornadoes not expected. Well, we're not going to ever say that again with this. We'll say non-zero threat of a tornado. That being said, no more tornado warnings. If I just blew your eardrums out, I'm sorry. You can keep an eye on the sky with the Texas Storm Chasers interactive weather radar at texasstormchasers.com/radar in our free mobile app. We'll be back if we have any new tornado warnings, but if you excuse me, all this technology and I need to spend some alone time together, and I'm going to go find a mallet just for it. Y'all have a great evening. God bless. Again, we'll be back if there's any more tornado warnings. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer. Y'all have a good night.